Franz Kafka imagined a world where you could be condemned without reason. A world where faceless judges passed down sentences you could never appeal. A world where power had no body, no name, no soul. Only endless corridors of rules and waiting rooms of silence. This was not fantasy. It was the truth Kafka saw in modern life. He gave it a name without ever saying it outright: the machine of power. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Kafka was born in Prague in 1883, a German-speaking Jew in a society where he never fully belonged. He lived under the shadow of a domineering father. He struggled with illness, with frailty, with isolation. From the very beginning, Kafka lived the role of the outsider. And it was this distance that gave him vision. He saw what others ignored. The way people bent their lives to systems they didn't understand. The way laws, rules, and institutions consumed human beings without ever explaining why. Where others saw order, Kafka saw a cage. Today, we use the word Kafkaesque to describe nightmares of bureaucracy and control. But Kafka's vision goes deeper. The Kafkaesque is not just paperwork, endless lines, or broken systems. It is the feeling of being trapped inside a structure so large, so absurd, that it strips away your humanity. It is standing before an authority that will never explain itself. It is the realization that power no longer needs to shout. It only needs to exist, faceless and cold. This is why his stories feel so unsettling. They are not about monsters in the dark. They are about the monsters hidden inside ordinary life. In the trial, Joseph K. is arrested without ever knowing his crime. He spends his life fighting a case that has no center, no verdict, no escape. In the castle, a man seeks permission from the authorities of a distant fortress. But every door is locked, every answer delayed, every figure faceless. What is Kafka showing us? That the most terrifying form of power is not a king with an army. It is not a tyrant with a sword. It is the faceless machine. A system so vast that no one can be held accountable. A system that crushes you not with violence, but with endless waiting, endless rules, endless silence. Here, power does not wear a crown. It wears a file cabinet. Kafka's stories reveal a dark secret. Once power hides itself inside systems, it becomes unstoppable. You can fight a man. You can rebel against a ruler. But how do you fight a faceless law? How do you resist a bureaucracy that has no single enemy? This is the essence of the machine. It forces you to submit not through terror, but through confusion. You spend your life trying to understand the rules, and in that pursuit, you waste your freedom. Philosophers like Camus and Sartre later called this feeling existential absurdity. But Kafka had already lived it. He showed a world where meaning collapses, where you can be crushed not by a tyrant's command, but by endless forms and unanswered letters. Where suffering is not grand or heroic, it is petty, quiet, suffocating. Kafka forces us to face the most terrifying truth of all, that we might already be trapped, that the prisons of modern life are not walls of stone, but invisible webs of rules. Look around today. Algorithms decide what you see. Corporations track your every move. Governments build systems too complex for their own citizens to understand. This is Kafka's world, not imagined, but real. The machine of power has only grown stronger. And most people, like Joseph K., don't even know they are trapped until it is too late. Franz Kafka died young, his works unfinished, many left unpublished until after his death. But the vision he left behind is immortal. He showed us that power no longer needs to strike you down to control you. It only needs to entangle you in its machinery. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. This is the essence of the Kafkaesque. To be trapped in a world where the prison has no walls, the judge has no face, and the executioner never needs to speak your crime. Franz Kafka's warning is clear. If you want freedom, you must first recognize the invisible machine of power that surrounds you. Power hides in the shadows, but only those who see the machine can break free.